This video is presented by the EA Creator Network. Now we are going to go over a dribbling tutorial for you today. We're going to do a live gameplay and we've got the control at the bottom so you can see exactly what we are pressing. Now we're going to go through a game. I'm going to walk you through it as well and I'm going to explain to you how to dribble. Now the first thing is, it starts with your team. Yeah, this is the most important thing. We're playing this on early access. Now what you have to understand is, guys, you need short agility and balance. I mean, high agility balance and a short player. Openda, you're going to see this card's going to be one of the best dribblers in my team. It's not got the best agility and balance, but why we get away with it is because this player is 160 centimeters, which I believe is like 5'4", 5'3". Players, for example, that are naturally tall, like 175, that don't, so he has good agility balance, so you can dribble. But let's say like Emre Can, he hasn't got the best for agility and balance, but he's 186 centimeters, which is like, I think is like 6'1", 6'2". So he's going to feel clunky on the ball. So that's the thing you have to remember. Agility and balance is the most important thing when you're trying to dribble, guys. Always remember that. We're going to go straight into a game here. Okay, this opponent has left the match. It's going to be a bit difficult to find games because we're actually playing this on early access. Many thanks to EA. And there's not that many people online in the game at the moment. So we've got another game here. I believe it's the same person. And yep, we get that. Perfect. In the game.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football.
So I hope it's not a pro player because they're probably the worst players to play against the tour. He's already got a fantastic team. He's already evolved Martial as well. And got Diablo. She's got a fantastic team here.
How's it going to go, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek.
But
well, both
focus on left
analog
analog stick. You're going to see everything on the left analog stick in the bottom left hand side of the screen. The camera angle is also important. I'd recommend telly because you zoom in a bit more, but you can still do it with co-op as well. So hopefully this won't be too bad. To be honest, everyone's just sweating at the moment in rivals. No one's actually, everyone's passing them, but you'll see, for example, where everyone's playing. So bear in mind this is a live tutorial, so I'm probably going to make mistakes, probably going to lose this game, but I do it for the tutorials anyway. So look here, left analog stick. See, look here, all I'm doing is move my left analog stick. You see, I'm not holding the run button, just move my left analog stick. So watch, dribble, 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 dribble. Try not to run in the final third, dribble. Then you can see, look here. Dribbling away, left analog stick, going backwards, going forwards, like this. That's see, dribbling away. All I'm doing is I'm avoiding my opponent. See that? And I'm edging ever so slowly towards goal. Playing the goal. Remember I told you Openda? Look at his dribbling, yeah? Look. Go backwards in, go out, take a shot towards goal. Bit unlucky there, but you saw as an example of how I dribbled the left analog stick. It's as simple as that now. There is, as people say, you can flick the left analog stick, you can apply pressure. To be honest, the thing is, I just flick it. Like, the most important thing is people always try to dribble by running into their opponent. You know, you can't beat an opponent. You have to let an opponent commit, and then you go the other way. So remember these key words: let an opponent commit, and then go the other way.
Well, it's a decent-looking attack. This. Can he put them ahead? What a vital intervention.
So, okay, wait for the opponent to go up so we can go down. Like that. See, like that? Wait for the opponent to, like, now. See how the opponent has now. See that? If you go back 30 seconds. See how that opponent moved out of the way there? That is how you're able to dribble. Because your opponent goes one. Let's say I'm going upwards. And let's say come on, go up. Come on, come towards me. Come on, stop running back. Let me go a bit forward here. So let's say my opponent's going to the left, and I can now go into that space. See that? There's only when my opponent makes that mistake I'm able to go through. And then you can combine it with ball rolls, etc., to be able to get into that space. So now you understand the basics of lesser dribbling. You're going to see me now do some bit more advanced play now. So you see Openda, get the ball left analog stick, I'm curving around, left analog stick, and take a shot towards goal, and then we'll score that goal. So you see, if we go back here, I'm going to pause this, okay? Ignore the controller now. Now let's have a look. Go back. So you see here, look. I opened up, then my opponent went. See, my first touch wasn't forward into the space. See that? See, I didn't go into that space because I would have got tackled. The space in front, just over there where that black mark is on the grass. I held the ball. My opponent went all the way upwards. Then I curved away. I let the opponent commit first. Then the opponent committed. Then I exited that way. You see that? So I exit away once my opponent has committed. That is probably the most important thing there. Let your opponent commit first. That is the way you dribble. I'm going to show you another example over here.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0.
Run here, apply a bit of pressure on the ball. Going to apply pressure.
Depay.
And by the way, do ignore my defending. Everyone always asks me why do I always ignore the this is not the correct way to defend. I'm just trying to get the ball back here as quick as I can here. So that's the only reason I'm defending this way. So please do not, this is only a dribbling tutorial. Don't take it as a defending tutorial, because I know some people, they think me running out my centre backs is the correct thing to do. It's not. Do not do that. It's like here. It's like here, I'm going to dribble a little bit. Like here, like this, dribbling. And I see it taking a touch away. Now you see that touch there. Myself there, I made a mistake. I took that touch just a bit too slow there. Did you see that? Just a bit too slow. And I wasn't able there to dribble the ball away. So here, again, let my opponent commit. Then I'm going to go exit that way. Then you can combine it with the sprint button. Once you understand that, it's like here, I'm taking a touch away. Now you see there, my opponent guessed what I was trying to do. That's why you always want to take a touch completely away. If you take a touch completely away like this, same with your first touch, you'll always clear your opponents. Watch this. My opponent, watch for the next 20 seconds, is not going to get the ball. The only way my opponent will get the ball here is if I take a touch into the direction. See that? Take a touch away always. See that? Always away. Never in front. Always away. See that? Always taking a touch away. Always away. Now let's say if I want to make a pass to, let's say, this player, it's going to be a risky pass, but we're going to make it. Let's say we make this pass over here, and let's say we lose the ball here. You see how my opponent took a touch into me? That's how you keep the ball safe. So like here, Emre Can taking a touch into the space like this. I can see that striker free up front. Look, I can't make that pass here. I'm just going to wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Wait. I'm going to pass ball to my right back. Then I'm going to go back to my right wing. Take a touch into the space here. Going to go backwards here. Take a touch. My pen take a touch to the left-hand side. Good interception there from Ndika. Able to read the ball there. So again, my opponent took a touch into me. I was able to get the ball. Take a touch here. Upwards. Away. Waiting for that player to overlap. I'm going to go up now. Avoiding. Going to go down. Going to go up. See, I'm just waiting for that player to commit like that. And then it gives me that chance to take that shot. So you see that shot, how I create that angle there. I waited for my opponent to commit. So now we're just going to focus on the exact same thing. Watch my left down on. So we're going to rotate it. So we're going to go up a little bit, then, so he's not going, he or she's not committing, so we can pass the ball to someone else. This is a centre-back, yeah? So dribble with a centre-back. Good play from my opponent there, to be honest, he did catch me. But you see with Konsa, hasn't got the best agility and balance. Made it much more difficult to turn. You see your turns are slower. Much slower. But you see with McGregor, remember you talked about him in the beginning, good agility and balance? Look at that, perfect turning. Perfect. And don't, because you run with the ball and you try to dribble, you see if you run, like, say I run now, see I'm pushing the left analog stick to turn opposite direction, it's not turning, it's because you're running. You have to complete the run first and then turn. That's why I say jog with a ball like this. That way you can make a pass, you can take a touch there. The best of pass for myself there, admittedly. Now I'm looking at my notes here. The next thing I want to talk about is the left analog stick. Now, you want to flick it earlier than you think, okay? So you basically want to predict what they're doing. So when I get the ball back again, I'll show you what I mean. And this time we're not going to force it as much. We're just going to hit. We're not going to force it as much here. We're just going to take a left touch away. See, earlier I saw my opponent come towards me, so I took a touch away. Now, when you get used to it, you can combine that with the run button. So, like, this is me now combined with normal gameplay. Now, look, I'm not always trying to dribble. I'm going to pass the ball around, pass the ball upwards, take a touch, and then need to take a shot there. See, I nearly got the shot away. Unfortunately, that player was just in the way here. So you could see that's a good example of dribbling. What we're going to do now is we're now going to sub on some more pacier players here. Just so I can show you this very, very quickly. So we're going to sub on some players here. So we're going to sub on here. So now, as you can see, Diatta's got a good agility and balance. So we're going to, instead of Bowen, who hasn't really got the best agility and balance, look at Diatta, 89 agility. The balance could be better, but that's more than fine. So now you're going to see us when we go forward. We're gonna go at a normal pace now. Yeah, so we're not going to go over like more of a tutorial, so we're going to play quickly as fast as we can, and you're going to see what it will look like on a better level. So don't forget, left analog stick bottom of the screen, guys. So when I get the ball back, you'll see we're going to run back here, and you don't have to use the ball roll. The ball roll, of course, you can always add skill moves in after, but you just got to keep it basic, guys, here.
And it goes down as a missed
like
opportunity from there.
Yeah, keep it basic. Take a touch into the space. Look at the radar here. You can see the player's left-hand side. You can't see that. Didn't overlap. L1 trigger. Take a touch away here. Wait for that player to overlap. So all about timing now. All about timing. That pass. All about timing. Just ever so slightly off.
Really closing him down.
Applying a bit of pressure here.
Well, a more than decent first half showing from Anthony Martial. Sum it up for us.
Well, that's exactly what his team needed, because they weren't at their best in the first half.
Now, of course, some of these passes that I'm making, I'm still getting used to the passing system. And of course, the players that I have are not really the best at passing.
Can he finish?
Remove the goalkeeper there, that's completely fine.
And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
So again, we're going to focus on dribbling.
Well, 2-1 it is here.
Again, touch there, up, run. See that player? See that player? You can see that player up top, Ludmilla. And you see how he ran into that player? Now I took a bit of a risk there. I was hoping that my opponent would realise what I was doing and take a touch in the opposite way. Gonna run here.
Martial distributing shrewdly. Can he finish?
Bit fortunate there we got. That play did hit the post. We haven't lost in rivals yet. We are currently unbeaten. So I'll try to play a bit more serious now. Get the ball up Pender. Miller, take a shot and get that goal. So you see I didn't need to do any dribbling there. I was able to take a touch forward there because there was no one in front of me. So I'm not saying go backwards all the time, but you have to be very careful where you take a touch forward. If there's no space there, then you can't take that touch. You see my opponent there took a touch backwards instead of going away. So again, just ignore the buttons I'm pressing when I'm defending. Please just ignore those buttons completely. We're going to take a touch here. Got to go upwards. Going to do a through ball, waiting for a Pender. Take a touch away. Then we're going to go back up.
Still looking to get the shot
away.
Oh, bit
of an unlucky one there. And this player is just playing for those through balls, so we're waiting for it.
Oh, that's a
because this player knows, plays quite smart to realise that we're being very aggressive here. And we haven't really got the, we haven't actually got the pace to actually catch up with Depay there.
Martial, can they forge ahead? No.
Try going for a start there. We haven't got the pace to actually catch up with some of these players, like Depay and Dybala down the wing. Again, take a touch here into the middle. Nice. Through ball.
Gonzalo Montiel. Konsa.
Take a touch upwards.
Feller.
Pender. Take a touch away. Then down. Now we're just going to keep committing down now. But you see that player tried to close me down, but he gave me that space. He or she gave me that space. So I was able to close that gap very, very quickly and able to intercept the ball. And you be careful with Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is playing these crazy ping passes here. And I've got to be even more careful because this player is too slow.
20 minutes to go in this one. Oh, great
too slow, that player.
But a teammate
I believe
got
she
her
has
out of trouble.
80 pace. Oh, sorry, 76 pace on her.
Plenty of support here.
Tried to play a lot there, but
time just challenged magnificently.
Bit unlucky here.
Good movement.
You see, a player took a touch away. That was a smart thing to do because if that player decided to go forward there, I actually would have got the ball.
Bodies forward and the break looks on.
So I believe we've not got the right control set up. But it's fine. We're just using the left stick here. So.
Callum McGregor. And reading it absolutely superbly.
Can I clear the ball? We win the header. I could go and change controls here. So I believe my rest of my controls are incorrect. Gameplay. So let's just turn this all on. We've got the wrong controls on here. That's fine because we're only using left stick dribbling anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We're using the wrong player. I couldn't even switch players here. I was wondering why I couldn't switch players here. Let's just put the right controls on. This didn't affect anything, by the way. This is just the defending controls and the other controls for the rest of the game.
Goal kick coming up.
At least now I can be able to defend properly.
Can they nudge in front late on here? Decent looking pass.
Beautiful header. Nice. And that one two backwards.
Chan.
Waiting for the overlap.
Must take
And
the
I'm going to
lead
go near
here.
post there.
Oh,
Not the best of shots.
Penalty. And
Oh,
an
penalty.
opportunity now for
Another
them
penalty.
to
Was that
jump in
penalty?
front.
Now, unfortunately, can anyone on my team take
Well, no card
penalties?
handed
No
out.
one
He
can.
gets away
Emre
with a
Can,
rebuke.
probably the
Well, a
best
lot of
person
referees
to
would
take
have booked him there,
penalties.
but I'm with him on this
Emre Can on
one.
the
No
ball.
yellow card for me.
Comes at the
This to
same
give them the
thing.
lead again. And he
Like last year, just that you got to aim that a bit more tighter.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Nice weight on the pass.
So you see that just put the goalkeeper out a little bit.
Goalkeeper
4-star.
getting in the way. Superb
80
save.
rated, not the best of
Westlake
goalkeepers, but it's getting the job
could
done.
represent their last chance to equalise. And the short option preferred.
Oh no, I can't switch player here. Why is it not switching?
Well, a corner right on the back of the last one.
My brain is
Who can he
stopped by
pick out?
using. Gonna clear that ball over there.
Cleared away
Touch.
comprehensively.
Yeah, took a touch away into the space there. I was able to control the ball.
Naomi Fenner.
Now I was going to wait for this player to make the overlap and run.
Well, making considerable progress with the ball.
So
Crossing possibilities.
now, since the opponent wanted to pass the ball around, we're going to return the favour. And I'll keep my record intact as well.
And now the only priority is to see this out. But it's gone out of play
I
under
actually lost
real
the ball there.
duress.
Got it back though. Nearly.
Bruno Fernandes has it.
That's it. That's what I like to see. Fighting for the badge. That's what I like to see. Fighting for the badge. And that's the game, set and match. Well, bit of a short one. Actually, you know what? We're going to get a goal here. We're going to get a goal here. Let's just finish this off. NealGuides style. With some skill move. The typical NealGuides goal. And that's all. Well, thank you very much for watching. Again, this video is sponsored by the EA Creator Network. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to play this footage to you guys. And I will catch you again very, very soon.